Congratulations.
Thank you.
Steph, obviously. A bit of a nervous start, but deserved winning there.
Yeah, I think the nervous start was to be expected from us. You know, we obviously don't convey that over to the players, but when you've got 4 players that have only ever played development football playing in the final that's not live on BT Sport, and you know they're playing at the back, and I think it's important for us as staff to do our job, and I think it's a credit to players like Steph and Jill, because you know they do their job plus getting the young players through the game. Should be a bit happier, shouldn't I?
Is it the icing on the cake after a first season, you know? You must be very proud.
Yeah, definitely really proud, because I think what people see is the games we play and the games we've lost and won, but you know, as staff and as players, what we see is every day that we're in, and you know the good environment we've created and the good times we have on and off the pitch. Whether we've won or lost, the players, you know, application to training and games has been exceptional. So I spoke before in my programme notes, this is a well-deserved trophy and a reward for these players because they've been exceptional all year.
And you had to grind out, you were under pressure for periods of the game, you know, you came through it.
Listen, when you play a team that have won as many trophies as Arsenal, that's like sitting in the living room for them, playing in a final. For us, we've been together 10 months. I've already said we've got 4 players at 17, and we've also got 5 players that have only ever played 3 divisions below WSL 1. So a nervy start, but an exceptional effort and endeavour to stay in the game. And then we've done our job as staff, settled them down, and you know, the captain done her job, settled them down, and thought we played some really good football in the second half.
What did you say to them at half time? Because they came out looking like a completely different side.
Yeah, just settled down. I think you know the younger players are overthinking it a little bit. The younger players are frightened to make mistakes, but I suppose that's probably you know me in a previous life as a development coach at the boys' academy at Man City, is that I believe in young players, and I believe that young players have to be thrown into the lion's den to have experiences like like tonight. I think the worst thing that could have happened tonight, those young players made a little mistake and we didn't win the cup, and yeah, the feeling would be a bit flat, but as staff we'd have picked them up, and next season when we get to a final they'd have had an experience that would have really brought on their game, but they didn't. They've actually stepped up to the plate, and I thought the young players, I thought Kira Walsh and Georgia Brome, exceptional.
You talk about inexperienced players there, young players. You've also got an inexperienced manager. I mean, your first season in women's football, you've got to be proud of your own efforts. Yeah,
of course. I'm really proud of the players' efforts, because they're the ones that go on the pitch and sort it out. But I think at Manchester City we've got an unbelievable experience and an unbelievable wealth of experience in the staff. You know, my boss, the head of medical, the head of coaching, the head of performance analysis. These people are people that you draw on their experience every day. And they get you through times when you maybe have a little bit of self-doubt, or times when you think what you're doing you question, and they just talk you through it, and it reinforces that what you're doing is the right path, and just be patient.
Steph, if I can ask you, this time last year you were lifting that trophy in Arsenal colours. What's it like to lift it for Man City and particularly against Arsenal?
Yeah, of course, playing Arsenal is always a strange feeling, but our main focus is always Manchester City this season, and I think you can tell by the celebrations how much it meant to every single member of the squad and the staff, and I think we deserve to win that trophy today. And we've had a bit of an inconsistent season, but we've had performances like Chelsea last week where we were the underdogs and there was no pressure on us, and we outplayed Chelsea from start to finish, and we took that confidence into this game, and just delighted for every single person that's connected to the club, and it's obviously an honour to go and lift the trophy again.
Yeah, you said no pressure last week. What about tonight? The team, certainly younger players in the team, seem to be feeling the pressure.
Yeah, of course, they're going to feel the pressure. It's the first final, and it's live on telly, and you play in Arsenal, one of the best teams in the country. Of course, they're going to feel a bit pressure. You're going to feel a little bit nervous, and that doesn't just go for the youngsters, it goes for us as well. We're so desperate to win the trophy, and in the first half we did have to maybe just grind out, just make sure that we get a half-time 0-0, and then come out again second half a little bit more confidence, and we did that.
That was Isabel, because that was a cracking goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, she's buzzing in there. Of course, it was a great cross by Crystal Johnson as well, and great finish, and I think that just showed that we had one chance and we took it, and that's something that we haven't been really that good at this season, and we did it when it mattered, and it was a great goal by Izzy.
Steph, in terms of once the goal was scored, what did you say to everyone? Because obviously there's still quite a bit of time left on the clock. That was quite telling.
Yeah, of course, when you look at the clock straight away and you've got 20 minutes to go and you're thinking, right, okay, we just need to relax, we need to try and get organised again and not try and allow them space, because at the time Kelly came on as well, so it was important that we got our structure right and we were organised in front, and just to relax again and just realise when we have got the ball you've got a little bit more time than you actually think, and it obviously worked.
Yeah.
Right.
Can that be a catalyst for the future, for next season? What will that mean for next season going in after winning this trophy?
Yeah, of course we've experienced that feeling now. As Nick said before, we've had players that haven't won a major trophy, and they'll enjoy that feeling today and maybe the next day as well, and hopefully it'll spur us on for next season. But this club's all about winning silverware, and we always knew that the first one was important, like the men's team when they won the FA Cup, and we want to kind of emulate that in terms of we want to be successful, and next season's going to be a big season for us, and we know that as players and we know that as a group of staff that we've got so much potential, but we need to be a little bit more consistent, and it's definitely looking up for the future, definitely.
Have you got an ambition laid out for next season, or is it?
Yeah, it's too. I think we'll enjoy tonight first, and then we'll look to next season.
We're realistic that winning the Continental Cup doesn't mean you're going to go on and win the league. We're realistic in that it's going to take a lot of hard work, and it's going to take a lot of collective effort, and we're going to have to evolve the playing style that we've got and evolve the strategies we have, because I think we've caused teams a lot of problems this year. I think beating Liverpool twice, beating Chelsea twice, beating Arsenal at Arsenal, beating Arsenal in this cup shows that we can be competitive in this league. And I think as a squad, we've got a real potential in our squad. And listen, I think people looked at last week and thought that we'd been potentially disrespectful to the league with the players that we put in. I don't think that shows. We beat Chelsea and we beat Arsenal. And personally, I think that's a little bit disrespectful to our young players and to our young English players.
What about next season then, Nick? We talked very briefly after the game on Sunday about strengthening. Is that something you'll be aiming to do now?
Listen, in football, we're all realists, and when the season ends, you review your operation and you review your playing staff and you review your staff as well. But that's what happens. You have to evolve. Football changes all the time, and I think the best clubs and the best teams evolve their football club. This is no different. Our men's first team is no different, and Arsenal will be no different. I can't tell you where we'll go, what we'll do or how we'll do it, because we've concentrated on tonight. But one thing we will do is go away, have a break, come back refreshed, start again in January.